We have seen in the past how a for loop can be used to create a range of numbers, and these numbers can then be worked through one at a time to achieve particular effects. In this tutorial, we're going to look at how we can use a for loop to create coordinates for placing graphics at. In our picture here, we see a ninja facing off against an army of mermen, and we're going to try and achieve something like this using Python and the P5 graphic library. When we use P5, we need to import everything. So we say from P5 import star, and this allows us to draw things on the screen. We have used this in the past for things like drawing a treasure chest, possibly drawing characters. Here we're going to use Unicode characters. So you can see here a ninja character is a piece of text, and we can use this to place things on the screen. At the moment, we have code that just puts one ninja on the screen, and you should be adding a for loop that creates the coordinates that places more than one ninja on the screen. Notice that this is happening inside the setup code, and this is run once when the run button, when the run command is encountered. Later we will use the draw command to be able to make animation so that it can change during the running of the program. But the setup only runs once at the very start. So let's have a look at our code. Okay, so you can see here our instructions are modify the supplied setup code to make a row of ninjas instead of a single ninja. And you can see that as things stand, we've got an x coordinate of 50, and we're putting the text at x, 100. So if I run this code, you'll see that we get one ninja here. And what we want to do, instead of having a single x, is to have a range of x's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment out that setup there, and I'm going to instead use a for loop. I'm going to say for x in range, and I'd like to start with the same single ninja there, so I'm going to start with a range of 50. You can see that my size and setup is up to 600 wide and 400 high, so I could maybe take that as high as 500. And if I just do that, 50 to 500, and then indent the text. So remember, anytime you have a colon in Python, the code that comes after it has to be indented. So I'm going to tab that in with the tab key, which is above caps lock. And if I run that now, we look as if we've got a very blurred ninja. And that's because our coordinates have gone 50, 51, 52, all the way up to 499. Remember, it won't quite get to 500 because it doesn't reach this top number. And we don't really want that. We don't want a blur of ninjas all on top of each other. So the other thing I need to put in here is a step. If I put comma and then put them 50 pixels apart, so the step of 50, we're going to run that now. And you'll see that now I've got one at 50, and then one at 100, and then one at 150, 200, 250, and so on, up to 450. It still doesn't quite get to 500. If I change this step, I can put the ninjas closer together. So if I make that a step of 40, I get more ninjas a bit closer together. If I made it wider, if I made it something like 70, stop and run, then you can see it's going to go 50, and then 120, and then 190, and so on, but never quite getting to 500. So, by making a for loop, I'm able to place the x coordinates more than one coordinate because it's looping through the range. Okay, so that's the first bit done. We can then look at the next instruction, and that says modify the draw code to create an army of mer people. Okay then. Now, you will notice here that in the draw section, we've got the gap is 50 and the merman is 300. So gap and merman are both declared because I've got a comma between them, and they get the values 50 and 300. So that's a way to assign two values at the same time, is to put a comma between the variable names. It creates a blue rectangle so that they can then have a C area to splash around in, and that was caused with the light cyan here. And then I get a press, which is a keyboard key. And if the press is a digit, so I don't want to work with letters, I only want to work with numbers. If the press is a digit, I set the gap to be 10 times the press. So at the moment, we'll see that if I press the number 1 on my keyboard, a 1 appears here, and 10 times that becomes the extra gap. So I make one merman at 300s, and I make one mer lady, or mermaid, at the same position as the merman plus the gap. So pressing 1 made a little gap, pressing 2 makes a bigger gap, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can see that every time I'm pressing a key, it is redrawing the screen with the new information. So what I really want to do is to make a for loop so I can draw lots of mer people. So I'm going to come down here, and not sure if I've maybe broken the code there. We'll see how it goes. That should have been gap equals 10, I believe. 10 times press. Okay, so I'm going to stop the code. Right, so if I've pressed a digit, I'm going to get 10 times press. I'm then going to come down, and I'm going to outdent to the same level here. So I don't want this as part of the if question. I want it to be its own for loop that happens after the if question. And I'm going to say for, and we want to choose merman here. So for merman in range, and if we go with what's here, we're going to start at 20. We're going to go up to 520, so it's starting very close to the edge of the screen and going very close to the other edge of the screen. And we're going up in a step of gap. So remember, the gap is 10 times whichever number I pressed on the keyboard. So if I run this text now, or run this program now, I've got bad input on line 20. Okay, so what I've done there, I've made a for loop, but I did not put a colon on the end. So it's always important when you make a for loop that you finish it off with a colon. If I now try to run it, I've got bad input on line 21. And the problem here is again to do with the colon. Any code that follows a colon must be moved in from the side of the screen. So I've got for here, I've got a colon at the end, I need to use the tab key to move that in. And if I run this now, you'll see that I got a whole bunch of mermen, but I only got one merwoman. And if I press a key, if I press 1, I can't work out what's going on there, and that's because the press needs to be an int of the press. So I need to turn it into a number instead of being a letter or a character. Let's try that again. If I press 1, I get lots of mermen all shoulder to shoulder. 2 puts a bit of a gap. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, not seeing much of a difference there. Not sure if that's still working. However, the main problem is that I've only got one mermaid and all these mermen. So what I really need to do is also move the mermaid drawing section inside the for loop so that it gets repeated for each of the different ranges. So if I run this now, you can see I've now got mermen and mermaids. And again, if I press the keyboard, 1 has them all scrunched up together. 2 gives a bigger gap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the bigger the key you press, the more of a gap we get between those armies. And to take on the ninjas, we probably want to have it down round about 3. So hopefully that shows you how we can use a range to give a set of coordinates rather than just a single coordinate. So remember, instead of x is 50, we make x a range and we get to print the same ninja in lots of different positions. So we're going to have a look at the next exercise. So we're going to have a look now at having a ninja army. And we are going to start and see if we can create this diagram here. So you've been given some code to get started, and we want to produce rows and columns of ninjas. And you'll see we've got a hint here that says you'll need 2 for loops, 1 for the rows and 1 for the columns. And they must be nested inside each other. So when we talk about nesting, we mean there's going to be indentation and one set of code is going to be inside the other. So just having a quick look at the actual code that we've got here. If I go back to my Python solutions, look at the loop challenge, then you can see at the moment, if I run this code, it produces a large dojo temple doorway, but only 1 ninja. And so you need to use this draw section here to be able to make rows and columns of ninjas. You might want to start off and see if you can get rows working, similar to the Mermen code, and then see if you can also expand it then to produce columns as well. Good luck with that, and hopefully you have learned enough about using for ranges with coordinates to allow you to get that completed.